everyone, Amanda here. I'm coming to share a cute sweet treat with you for Halloween. We don't really go all out for Halloween in the UK, but I do like to make sure that I upload a couple of projects for my lovely international followers, and there are some people in the UK who do enjoy Halloween. So the first thing that I'm using here are two different circle dies, layering circles, or if you have punchers you can use punchers. You can draw around things. You just need two different sizes, and you need them to nest inside each other like so, and that gap there from the smaller one to the larger one is about half an inch. You need at least half an inch. And so I just put them in like that, and I just very carefully run that through my big shot. You can put some washi tape on if it makes it easier for you. And I normally have a double layer of card there because these will cut through 2 layers of card, and you need 8 of those. So what you then end up with is like a donut, like so. Save the circles inside because you can make something else with that. So you need 8, okay? And then when you've got 8 of those, what I then did was I ran them through the Stampin' Up! Scripter embossing folder because I just love it, and I'll use it as much as I can. And then what I've done is, this is pumpkin pie cardstock. Any shade of orange would do. I just happen to have loads of pumpkin pie because Stampin' Up! Once sent me 3 packets of it in total error. I was meant to get like a stamp or something, and they sent me 3 packets of this. And it's not a colour I use, I'm not an orange person, but I knew one day it'd come in, so I kept hold of it. And they let me keep it for free because it was their error. So I knew I'd use it. So what I'm doing is, I've just got some sponge here, and I'm just rubbing some of that ink around the outer edge of my circle. Let me just pull my table a bit, stop it wobbling. And it just brings out a little bit of that script, if you can see. Dyes my fingers a lovely shade of orange, but I don't care. And it just gives a nice edge to that circle. Alright, so we do that to all 8. Okay, and then when you've done it, you fold it in half with the script side up, and you're folding it in half like so. Now don't worry if all 8 aren't exactly the same. At the end of the day, you know, like the distance and things, at the end of the day it's handmade. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. So we've got 8 of these. This is where the fun starts. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a lollipop holder. It's a sweet treat. Here's a little sample I made, so we're going to make something similar to this. Okay, and it does stand on the table. Sometimes it falls over, but it does stand up like so, and it's just a bit of fun. Okay, so there you go. Decorate your Halloween table, or give it to a friend, or make it for your little boy or girl or whatever. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to start, and I'm going to start by gluing 4 of these together. Okay. And like I say, if they don't line up perfect, it really doesn't matter, but try your best to line them up. Alright. You can fast forward this bit if you want. I'm going to be making another Halloween type project at some point this week, massively inspired by my lovely friend Kay, who's done a Halloween sort of themed journal, which is awesome. If you go to my my main homepage on my YouTube, down the right hand side are featured channels. I don't feature loads of people. The 2 people that are on there is Kay, my lovely friend Kay, and my other friend Karen McClure, and these are the 2 ladies that I have been crafty friends with for a very long time. And Kay is a massive source of inspiration for me. Huge. So that's Karen. Right, so I've glued 4 together there. Okay. So that's those 4, and I'm going to set that aside to dry. I've tried to line them up the best I can, so it's all nice and even, and then I'm going to do the other 4. I'm trying to keep the script all the same way up throughout. Okay. Perhaps if you craft with your friends or your grandchildren, or you do crafty classes, perhaps you're a demonstrator like me and you do crafty classes, I think this would be an awesome little project to sit and have a go at. And these lollipops, I stole that from my daughter's bedroom. She'd got a bag full of them. And the white lollipop handle, I've just coloured that in with an alcohol marker. What did I use? With the Stampin' Blends, it's dark old olive. Because that's going to be ultimately the stalk of the pumpkin. So we want it green, don't we? We don't want it white. Okay. And then I'll stick the last one on. Like so. I'm taking my time, I'm not rushing. Sometimes I like to come on and I've got to be really quick because I'm worried about the time of the video, and sometimes I just like to come on and craft along, and I don't care how long it takes. So we've got our 2 sets of 4 there now, okay? So then what you want to do is you're going to need glue on there and on there. We're going to join them together now, but we're going to put our lollipop in the centre. So let me just fold that and put them all both sets together like so. Alright. Is that glued? Just need to wait for my glue to dry a little bit, and then you'll see that you've got, if you can see, there you go. You've got like just a little tiny hole where you've got them all lined up. So that's where your lollipop stick wants to be. I just need to make sure that that's glue's dry. This glue takes quite a while to dry. I do apologise. I don't want it all to fall to pieces. You could set it aside to dry whilst you do other parts of it. So my little lollipop stick will stick out of that little hole there, the little notch that you're going to have, and just bob it in the middle and then close that one shut onto the stick. Okay, and then just give it a pinch and hold that a minute whilst it dries, and that will encase your little lollipop inside your pumpkin. Because it's a pumpkin, they're not orange circles. It's pumpkin. Okay, it's a pumpkin. And just hold that couple of seconds while it dries, because I want it to, and there you go, and it does stand up if you spread all of these out. Now I will warn you, if you're tempted to do it with less than 8 circles, don't bother, because I tried it, and if you do it with less, it doesn't look as good, it doesn't stand up, and it's just not balanced. So don't think you can cut corners by doing less circles, because you can't. You need 8. Alright, learn by my mistakes. I've already tried to cut corners. Alright, so I'm going to set that to one side now, and it does stand up, and we're going to create some decoration for it. So I'm going to give my new stamping trimmer a trial run, see what I think of it. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to make some, you know, the like tendrils, aren't they, of the pumpkin. So I've just got some, I think this is Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to see how thin I can cut it. I'm going to go for about just under 1/4 of an inch. Let's see if it will cut it. Oh wow, that's smooth. I wasn't expecting that. That has cut like a knife through butter. Wow, I like that. Okay, let's do another. I'm cutting to the right side of the trimmer there. Let's see if we can cut one. So that's about, it's not even is it an 1/8? 1/8. It's a very, very smart. That is absolutely lovely. Wow. I'm really impressed. Look at that's cut that one even thinner. Even thinner, that one. Let me have another go. I quite like the idea of having these quite thin, you see. Wow. And it's not catching, it's not dragging. This is quite stiff, but I think it's because it clicks into place. Look how thin that one is. Oh wow, I'm super impressed. Right. I'm getting carried away there. And then I'm going to use, so that's Mossy Meadow. I think that one's Garden Green, and I've brought Pear Pizzazz. I think I'm going to go for the dark ones. On my sample I used lighter greens, and I wasn't 100% happy with it. So that's Garden Green. So let me just grab, have I got Old Olive over here? I've got Old Olive. Do a bit of inking with Old Olive. So what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to punch myself 2 leaves using the leaf punch. I knew it'd come in handy. Always good to have basic shapes. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, I wonder if that will just curl with a bone folder. It might not. No, it is doing a bit, but it's not curling to the extent that I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a paintbrush, and I'm just going to twirl that quite tightly around there. Not too tightly because you might rip it, but just wrap it around. Come on, don't be naughty. Should be able to just wrap that around, and the heat of your hands will kind of keep it in a spiral, but I might have broken the fibres now with doing that with the bone folder. I might regret doing that. Let's see. So twist it round pretty tight, and then I'm just going to pinch it and hold it with my hands and let the heat of my hands and maybe a little bit of you know, sweat. I'm only kidding. The heat of my hands will turn that into a spiral. There we go. And then we're going to do another one. Okie dokie. Wrap that around. You could do this and not have it as a lollipop. You could stick those on a card and have it like 3D, like, you know, do the circles and then glue them together and then have it like a 3D effect on the front of a card. Maybe that's a good idea. Let me just hold those a minute. With the warmth of my hands, work its magic. There we go. Okay, so we've got our tendrils. I've got my leaves, and what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit, I don't know if this is going to be dark enough, just a little bit of ink on the edges there, just to give a little bit of depth so it don't look like completely flat leaves. Okay. Yeah, that's giving it a bit of dimension there. And then I'll just have to just curl them ever so slightly because I just don't like flat stuff. My lovely orange thumb. That's very, very attractive there, Amanda, but not to worry, it's only the weekend. Right, I need some cardstock, so I'm just using Whisper White here. Alright, and I'm using, what am I using? I'm using this stamp set here, and it's called Tags, Tags, Tags. I got given this for free by Stampin' Up, and it's all, we've got Halloween, we've got Valentine's, what's that one, Seasons Greetings, so we've got Christmas, Halloween and Valentine's, so you've got all the events there, and there are dies to go with it. I don't have them. I'm too mean to buy them. And what I've also done is the stamps these do come in a trio, and they're like that in a set of 3, which were no good to me because I don't have the dies. So I've cut mine. I've chopped them up so that I could get to the one that I wanted. Alright, so I've chopped them up. I'm not bothered. Not bothered. Right. So let me grab an ink pad. I'm not even going to use the whole, I hope it stamps nicely. I'm not even going to use the whole thing. That'll do. I'm going to chop out the bit that I would like, which is, I just want the Halloween. I don't want all of that, I don't think. I think it's too big for my project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it fit my project by cutting out the word that I want, which is Halloween. Okay. Just trim that out. And then one thing that I sometimes do to hide the fact that I haven't cut something very straight is just very quickly, very carefully, just distress that edge with my scissors, and that will hide a multitude of "you haven't cut it straight, Amanda" sins. Alright? And nobody will know. And then I'm just going to use my orangey sponge from earlier. Okay, and that's like my little sign that's going to go on there. Alright, so now we need to start and assemble the tendrils and things like that. So let me just grab some glue dots. Should have some on my desk somewhere. Are they there? Look. There we are. And I need some sort of pokey tool. So, there we go. So, this is how we are going to construct this. We're going to use glue dots. You can glue these stuff on if you want. You don't have to use glue dots. Decide which is the bit that you like the best. I'm going to stick that on there. Stick these around the lollipop stick. I will say I've not invented this. I saw something similar on Pinterest. And I just thought I'd put my spin on it. Just silence my phone because I always forget. And somebody always ends up ringing or texting or messaging. So, and I'll have that one go around the other side, I think. Shall I? I'll have it crossing over like so. So we've got our tendrils, our pumpkin tendrils there. Alright. We'll worry about it standing up when we've finished doing our decorating, because all you need to do to make it stand up is just spread those circles out. There you go. And then we've got these little leaves. Am I in shot? No idea. I think so. And the leaves are also going to get attached with glue dots to keep it nice and simple and quick. So we will have one that side, like so, and one on the other side. Like so. Okay. Just curl it down underneath my tendrils. I think that's really cute. I think it's really fun. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of twine, I think. I've got some of this. I don't even know where it's come from. It's just random. Tie some twine around there, just for a bit of texture. Have that hanging down as well. Trim that off. Just a little bit of extra greenery. Alright. And then just need to get another glue dot and attach my little word, which says Halloween. But you could have whatever you want. Alright, and then I'll stick that just there in the centre. Alright, and then that will stand up cute. You can have it as a little decoration, or you could hand them out at Halloween. Just stand up. Stand up, don't be naughty. There we go. And this is the original one I did, and I did this one with lighter green cardstock, and I wrapped some linen thread baker's twine type stuff around the top. So there you go, there's your little 3D Halloween lollipop pumpkins. I hope you'll give them a try. I think those are awesome fun. Thanks for watching. I'll leave all the details over on my blog if you're interested, and I'll see you again very soon. Happy Halloween! Bye!